Hi, my name is Willie. Today, I thought I'd do a shed update. Got all my extra wheels from the axles I pulled the parts off of. I am collecting some of these front tires to make a yard roller out of, so that's why I don't want to get rid of these yet. This is my surplus parts, some new old stock Kohler gaskets and Kohler parts, and some Briggs gaskets, mix mash of all kinds of stuff, including a coil and a fuel pump and gaskets. Got these guys for 50 bucks. Used the muffler off of that one already. Got my money's worth out of it on the Alice Chalmers 712. This is my generator I used to power the lights up here with, but now I have a plug coming from the house over here, so I don't need to use this generator, but I still exercise this because this is a nice little 1250 watt generator. Comes in handy. That's my vacuum unit, half sitting out of the way. I had to pull all this stuff out just so I can get in there, because there was all these tires stacked up to here. Couldn't even get in, and I move the heaters around a little bit so I can get in there to the radio. There is a decent sized radio up there, which is turned off right now. But yeah, I can hear that from a long ways away. So I don't want to go in here just yet. That's my vacuum unit I use. That's my hydraulic power unit I've got that engine from for 150 bucks. That's all my vacuum hoses and snapper bagger attachment, some metal drums. This is my one yard car I use around the house. It has a bad tire, I gotta replace it. Just took my plow off because I'm getting ready for the Jacktown show. I have 3 other plows, but that one's bent, the middle one's bent, less than that one and also more than that one. They're all a little bit bent. Goes to show the sturdiness of those. This hasn't really given me any problems. It was bent when I got it, but I haven't bent it any worse. The pins that run across were a little bit smashed. It still works. I use the wheels for my truck just sitting out here. This is my rusty sickle mower. There's a scoop bucket I use for springtime to get all the rocks out of the yard, and my rear mower. My 2 snow blowers. 1 plow. There's a plow edge here, the yellow in here, and then there's a plow frame there. Kind of hard to point. Yeah, there's a plow frame here. Just stuff buried back there. I have all kinds of goodies out here. My battery's going dead. Sorry about that. Now let's get into the shed. Now this shed is not that big, but I have a lot of stuff in here. That's just one bin of stuff. And there's a mouse nest in here for those of you that are squeamish, look away. Yeah, these are all my runner board simplicity parts, an extra steering wheel and a mouse nest and a muffler and a mouse nest and some control levers and a mouse nest, some gas tank straps and a mouse nest, some blades, different things like that. This is my vacuum unit motor. It did have a 5 horse on it, which is that white motor right here. Repowered that with the 8 horse that came off of that rear mower out there. That's the parts for a 48-inch deck, which I haven't worked on yet. That's just sitting out behind my parts junkyard. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. We're just getting started. There's a detonated in tech. But I do pull parts off them periodically. And there's a detonated 8 horse. The trimmer back there is still good, just doesn't have a head on it, but it did run. There's all my miscellaneous stuff. I got starters up here, and hardware here, pulleys and wheels down here, and mufflers here, and miscellaneous blades stuff down there, and a muffler. That is a 25 horsepower Kohler sitting here I would like to get into sometime, and that's my propane Vanguard. The propane fuel parts are here. That's the 10 horse I put in another video. And I did get some flash rust sitting out here, which is kind of sad. That kind of bothered me because it was so clean before. There's my Simplicity seat, my 2012 seat. There's my shelf of more parts. There's all the engine covers and recoil starters, and there's carburetors, gas tanks, air filters, cables. Push more gas tanks back there. T435 Husqvarna parts in that box, and there's the Husqvarna chainsaw. That's a parts motor. That's a parts motor. That's a parts motor. That's a parts motor. There's more parts motors in the back you can't even see. That's my box of carburetors. There's a miscellaneous actuator. I don't even know what's even for. I just got it in a pile of stuff. And this is the electric lift, or the lift stuff from the tractor that had the electric lift before. I stuck it on my other tractor. And an extra clutch, a home light weed whacker, some more detonated motors. These are the opposed twins here. And that's a Tecumseh. I think there's another Tecumseh in the back. Nope, nothing back there, just up more opposed twin parts. Even more stuff, random stuff down there. There's this snowmobile box, a snowmobile seat, snowmobile drive chain, my quad A-arms and a light, and some of the parts for the shredder, which is right here, which I'm going to be taking out. That's the PTO over here. And even then, when you think it's all over, tires for ages. There's a cast iron Briggs cover. There's a cast iron Briggs. Underneath that is another cast iron Briggs. You can see the muffler for it. I didn't bring a flashlight out with me. There's a Simplicity axle and a Simplicity, or no, I think that's a wheelbarrow wheel. I'm not sure if it's a Simplicity wheel or a wheelbarrow wheel. Not sure about that one, but there's more tires back there. There's a seat back here. Let me get this out of the way. So I'm going to set you down for a second. Hang on. Here's all my belts and tubes in that box that was sitting up here. There's a really nice, perfect running, fully serviced, in great shape opposed twin. There's a spare for my one tractor. There's some boat cans. There's two lawnmower seats that don't have any holes in them. They're put back here for safekeeping. And another snowmobile part, an exhaust. And the gas tank is also from a snowmobile. There's a Craftsman gas tank back there. Those two speakers are not hooked up. And there's another Craftsman gas tank hanging up back there. Just to name a few things. I'm cleaning up in here because I got to put all those wheels from out here somewhere back there. So I got to pull a bunch of stuff out to get that stuff in. I'm going to leave some of the stuff easy access. These axles I'm going to put underneath the workbench. I didn't even go over the Craftsman attachment stuff down there. There's a bunch of Craftsman tractor parts down on that, underneath that shelf. And spare motors and spare parts. There's my bucket of chains, and then there's two more chains right here. All kinds of stuff. Let's go for a little bit of a walk. So in case you're wondering where all this stuff comes from, I've been collecting for 5 years or so. I'm waiting to put some orange on the outside. I was going to leave the inside black, and then I'm going to paint the outside orange. This is powder coated black, because I couldn't get the powder coat orange color to match the OEM Simplicity color. And I got to put tubes in these tires. This is a shredder I bought just for screens for my other shredders, because the screens were the same for a long time. Here's a graveyard and my truck parts, and wouldn't you know it, some more snowmobiles. Oh boy. So yeah, these are my step side fenders that are all cracked up, at least they're in one piece more or less. I bought this just for the hitch I used on the rear mower. This is something I bought in a, what do you call it? A bundle I got with two tractors, and I've been pulling parts off of this. This is actually the axle I pulled the bushings out of, and the screen's actually straight on this. The only unfortunate thing is it was bubbled, and the chrome is all gone on it. It wasn't nice when I got it, unfortunately. I was hoping to salvage the chrome on it, but it was bubbled. That's actually a plow for a snapper, and I'll give that to whoever wants it. I'm located in northeast Pennsylvania. If you know anyone looking for a snapper plow, I'll give it to you, because I thought it was a Simplicity plow, and I was wrong when I was. I'm not sure if those skid plates will fit the Simplicities or not. I'm kind of hoping they will. I have some spare parts here and a spare tiller and my other shredder. So hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and have a good day. There's your update. Bye.